splurged and I bought, you've probably seen me doing some work with Arches. I've been working with Arches cold press paper. And the cold press paper is pretty interesting. It gives you it has a rough texture, and it's very thick, and so it grabs up a lot of the water really well. Let me show you a thing that I didn't mean to experiment with, but accidentally did. I'm gonna get this one over here. Excuse me, cats. All the cats. Alrighty. Cats don't even move. They don't even care. Alright. So, this was my first attempt at a watercolor piece. I drew it all out. I was really happy with it. This is on mixed media paper, Strathmore mixed media. I've used this paper before, but after using Arches paper, I was like, wow, this is a lot harder to work with. The colors didn't blend very well. It looks kind of blotchy. Her face, I don't know what happened to it. And it just ended up looking very washed out and weird, and I could have gone back through and done more stuff with it and probably fixed it, but I was so annoyed by this point that I just kind of was like, you know what, I'm going to start over on my Arches paper. And I did, and this is how it ended up looking. So the Arches paper soaked up the water so much better. It soaked up the color and spread it around. It enabled me to work with it a lot more. The colors stayed a lot more vibrant. This is using the exact same color palette, except for the shininess, obviously. Same color palette, and same paint, but just vastly different results. And the illustration was the same. I went back with my light box and did the exact same thing, so you can really see a huge difference. Look at her tail, for example. The color in the tail is a lot more vibrant. I used a mixture of different watercolors here, whereas in her tail over here, you see how it looks a lot more dull, even though I'm using really bright. These are Daniel Smith watercolors. These are not cheap. This is Moonglow, and I used some Opera Pink from Winsor & Newton, and then I used Daniel Smith Amazonite Genuine and some Cerulean Blue, and you would not be able to tell. Like, this looks like a mess. Same colors over here, and you can see all the different colors that are popping up in there. Let me bring this up closer so you can see the detail. See how nice that looks? Look how pretty and detailed it is. It turned out a lot cleaner. And compare that to this tail. Same paints, both are high quality, but the paper made all the difference. So I was just like, ugh. So what I've been doing is I've been buying Arches paper, which is expensive, but I'm buying it in 10 by 14. And what that means is I can trim it down to 4 5 by 7 pieces. So this is a 5 by 7, and it's a lot more compact, but it makes it so that I can get a lot more artwork done and on better quality paper. Until I can afford to do like a lot of huge pieces on this, I'm gonna hold off.